Hello and hello. Thank you for joining me today for what is admittedly a little bit of a random video, but also I think it's going to be fun. It's a little bit random because Angela Merkel hasn't been chancellor for a long time now of Germany, but someone sent in a clip, an anonymous person sent in this clip where she apparently makes a loud snort noise after Trump says, "I have German in my blood," which just got me thinking, you know, I mean, this was before I was really paying a lot of attention to Germany, before I started this channel. So there's this whole history with Trump and Angela Merkel that I am totally not privy to. And while this is not exactly, you know, the most important bits of the history, it is still part of it. This funny event where I guess she snorts. I mean, it's indicative, I guess, of their relationship. But it's not just this clip. I also found a couple other clips. I guess he ignores her handshake. I haven't seen any of these yet. I just saw the titles. I thought these were interesting. I've not seen any of these clips, so I'll decide for myself. I also don't even know much about Angela Merkel. The only thing I really understand is that people who are against immigration blame her for the current immigration crisis. Apart from that, and I believe she had a very bad relationship in general with Trump. Or he hated her. I don't know. Beyond that, I really don't know. So that's honestly why I'm doing this. I want to know at least a little bit more. And then here's a clip from some kind of event where he says we need a reciprocal relationship, which we don't have. I thought that was interesting. So those are they're pretty short. They're only about a minute long each. So let's do it and see what we've got. They're all linked down below too, by the way.
Policy. And fiscal.
Madam Chancellor, did you invite the...
Look how much younger he looks. Oh my God, he looks bad today, doesn't he? Holy crap. He's old as hell now, huh? I mean, he's old here, but now he's old. He's really old for a president.
President to Berlin and
funny considering how much they made fun of Biden. Anyway.
What was his answer?
I'm sorry. I was yapping and didn't hear the question.
Madam Chancellor, did you invite the President to Berlin and what was his answer?
Okay.
Wie ich Ihnen schon gesagt habe, habe ich den Präsidenten schon vielfach eingeladen und Sie haben ja erst eine Antwort gehört.
Was that the snort? That wasn't her.
As I've already told you, I've invited the President repeatedly from previous occasions, and you have heard his answers just now.
We'll be there. We'll be there. It's very honored by the invitation, and that's true. And we will be there, and maybe soon. It's, you know, I have German in my blood. I'll be there.
Would you make a stop on the way to Poland, for example?
Oh my God, guys. I was sick the other day and my body still hurts. Oh my God. So it hurts to laugh. Holy crap. What was that? I gotta see that again.
I have German in my blood. I'll be there.
Wow. Okay. All right. That was not subtle. And I also think it was a genuine reaction. It wasn't even like she did it on purpose. That was just her genuine reaction.
My blood. I'll be there.
Would you make a stop on the way to Poland, for example?
Well, I haven't thought of that, but it could happen. We have, that's a little soon.
Okay. Interesting. Wait, what are they laughing at?
It could happen. We have, that's a little soon.
On the way to Poland, for example?
Well, I haven't thought of that, but it could happen. We have, that's a little soon. That's a little soon.
Let's see what the people are saying here. Then we'll go to the next clip. Germans trying not to be blamed for World War III after Trump's speech. Ah, shit, here we go again. He always makes it about him. Yeah, that's true. More like a fart. Laughing. That's the German equivalent to rolling on the floor laughing. Yeah, I mean, she basically did that without doing that. Okay, that was interesting. All right, let's see. Trump appears to ignore a handshake. Let's see. I mean, sometimes this type of thing is fake news, so let's see. I mean, I'll decide for myself. Did he really ignore a handshake or not? I'm not saying he's above that. Of course, he would do that, and he has done that type of thing before, so let's see.
Handshake.
want a handshake?
Thank you.
Um. Yeah, I guess so. It's hard to tell. Hard to tell what he's doing. Is he distracted?
I want a handshake.
I mean, with the captions, what she's saying there is obvious, but without the captions,
I want a handshake.
and she says they want a handshake. He's obviously, I mean, one thing's for certain, he's negligently not paying attention to her. And whether he's purposely ignoring specifically the handshake or not, I don't know. But he's definitely being negligent to his guest.
Thank you.
Anything else happen?
Good picture back to Germany, please. Make sure.
How did you talk to him, Mr. President?
Very good.
Talk about NATO?
Many things.
Sehr gut, danke. Ein freundlicher Empfang. Gute Gelegenheit, sich zu unterhalten.
Anything you say is British about intelligence?
I want a handshake.
Thank you. Okay. Head up. Thank you, fellas.
He looks kind of dazed and confused. I'm not going to lie. I don't know. It's impossible to draw a conclusion there. Merkel, that awkward moment when you're talking to a wall. Yeah, that's what it looked like. He doesn't even look at her or acknowledge that she's in the room. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's definitely, for sure, that's a takeaway. He did a self-handshake. Of course he did, huh? I'll shake my own hand. There we go. That's what they want. He's such a clown. All right, let's see. We need a reciprocal relationship. Let's see what we got here.
We need a reciprocal relationship, which we don't have. The United States right now has a trade deficit with the European Union of 150.
A little bit of foreshadowing into the current tariff disaster we've got.
$51 billion. It's been unfair. And I don't blame the Chancellor, and I don't blame Germany. I don't even blame the European Union. I blame the people that preceded me for allowing this to happen. I believe that, when I look at the numbers in Germany and some other countries, they may not like Donald Trump, but you have to understand, that means I'm doing a good job because I'm representing the United States. Angela is representing Germany.
I mean, yeah, they're our ally, though. And it doesn't have to be, it's not a zero-sum game. So it's not like they're our opponent and we're trying to win and so therefore they have to lose. I mean, that's not the circumstance that we're in, but okay, all right. I mean, as far as a negotiation on trade, then sure. Of course, you want to get the better end of the bargain ultimately. If something mutually beneficial can't be, decided on. Pretty stupid thing to say, I'm not going to lie.
Representing Germany. She's doing a fantastic.
But I have to be honest as well. Looking back on Trump 7 years ago, it's kind of remarkable how, don't get me wrong, back then he was still bad. But today, 2025 Trump, much worse. That's my impression. Looking back, I'm like, wow. He's just gotten so much more radicalized after the whole 2020 election debacle, which he thinks he won. And so, that really has way further even radicalized him. And then he had those 4 years of Joe Biden presidency to really stew in his anger and resentment, which is now all we're left with. Back here, we've got an egomaniac dickhead, but now we've just got something much worse today. It's unfortunate.
Fantastic job. My predecessors did not do a very good job. but we'll try and catch you, okay?
Like, I think his second term is going to be a much bigger disaster than his first term. Much bigger. Unfortunately, that's what I fear.
Try. We're going to have a reciprocal relationship, and it's going to be something that benefits all of us, okay?
Hopefully I'm wrong.
Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, Angela. Thank you very much.
A little bit of decorum there. I mean, he's shaking her hand there, so. Okay. A little bit of decorum. My God. I mean, he's really gone off the freaking cliff, guys. He's jumped into the deep end. Did you see what he wrote about that one dude that died? Rob Reiner, a famous and mostly beloved film director. Very world-renowned film director. Rob Reiner died along with his wife. They were murdered by their own son. Quite tragically. And this is what Trump had to say. I mean, I know that in the grand scheme of things, there are much more impactful bad things that Trump has done. But this is just so blatantly. It's interesting because even you'll see now, like in my personal anecdotal life, I know Trump supporters who look at this and they're like, what is going on? Like, this is disgraceful. Like, there's no other interpretation. He says, Rob Reiner, a tortured and struggling but once very talented movie director and comedy star, has passed away together with his wife, reportedly due to the anger he caused others through his massive, unyielding, and incurable affliction with a mind-crippling disease known as Trump derangement syndrome, sometimes referred to as TDS. He was known to have driven people crazy by his raging obsession with President Donald J. Trump, with his obvious paranoia reaching new heights as the Trump administration surpassed all goals and expectations of greatness, with the golden age of America upon us. What a off-the-wall, maybe a new law. Just utterly despicable thing to say about someone who was just murdered. And this man was, by no account, some evil guy. You know, Rob Reiner. It was by no one's account was he a criminal or some evil guy. He just didn't like Trump. And so Trump is dancing on his grave publicly. You can't make it up. Anyway, that was a total random tangent. I'm sorry. Just looking at the old Trump made me think of how much even worse it's gotten. But it is quite fascinating to look back on that time period that I was not paying attention to Germany. Angela Merkel, you know, and her relationship with Trump. I'm kind of interested to see more, to be honest. But for now, I'm done. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.